Here we go. You're gonna go watch the moth tutorial, Uncle?
I haven't even done that yet.
He told me last night that he guaranteed the seed was sub 2, and it was potentially the worst seed I've ever played. I was like,
what kind of time did you get?
Well, I didn't have a single dungeon done at 55 minutes, and I hit go mode at 134 with just TR and ice to go.
In open or Kaz boots?
Kaz boots.
Oof. Yeah, that's not some fun.
It was required item on Pendant Swamp boss and left side. Required item at the beginning of Thieves Town and the boss of Thieves Town.
Don't go back for it now, but I would recommend always grabbing those magic pots that
Okay.
you just next to that chest. It's always helpful. Like having a bit of magic can help you out, especially if you get like an early fire rod, Samaria,
True.
cape. Because like let's say you get an early cape and it's an Agassiz, but you have to use cape to get through the barrier. You're gonna want a little bit of magic to use that cape. So now you might have to dive Uncle again to get that magic. You can make it magic elsewhere. There's something to think about. You should basically always just grab those pots
Okay.
and just make it part of your muscle memory. No matter whether you play open or Kaz boots, you go through Uncle, grab those pots.
Oh, hook.
Ooh, nice. Okay, it's a good first item. Also, I'm not looking to see anything on the execution since this is a race.
Okay.
I'll focus pretty much just strictly on like routing.
Works for me.
So unless you ask about execution, I won't say anything about it. I feel like a race isn't a good time to practice execution.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already have a master and a hookshot. Obviously, there's a lot more items to check before, we'll consider Dark World access, but this is already giving Agassiz vibes.
Yeah.
Because hookshot, as you probably know, once you do Aga, if you have a hammer, flippers, or glove, and pearl, that means you can go to rest Dark World with a hookshot.
Yep.
So hookshot plus master sword makes me really suspicious. But good chance it's something different. It's not an Agassiz. Hopefully it's not an Agassiz.
I hope not. Oh boy.
Well, there's a hammer to go to rest Dark World. All we need is a lamp and a pearl, and then it could be an Agassiz.
I know Roppy in my chat is also in this, and they got to experience the lovely Moon Pearl on Pyramid recently.
Oh, that's always such a troll. Yeah.
Oof. Alright, well, I mean, Master Swords made this a little bit easier, but I'm pretty happy with this so far.
Master definitely makes it easier. Hammer and hookshot too for stunning and also hitting, but you don't really need hammer outs. You have Master Sword. Okay, so this next chest, Dark Cross has to be your small key because you haven't gotten one yet.
Rope room, then chest room.
A snake's always annoying. There's
Yeah.
so many RNG patterns.
I don't know that I've ever seen him there, honestly. Usually he's like above the chest for me.
Yeah, they got enough RNG patterns to be kind of annoying. Eventually you kind of get it down, but yeah, it's every now and then I have one that's in an annoying spot. Supposed to be down a little bit in that room.
Now, do you like going out the top or the bottom that I've already opened?
It's faster with boot to go at the bottom. And you
Okay.
have hammer.
Oh
You
god.
got book. Okay, so So unless Pearl is on Pyramid or in Lumberjack, we're probably not. Lumberjack has something we need. We're not doing Aga.
Yeah.
This is you're getting a lot of right off the bat. So you already got the map, so you guarantee you have a unique item in Sank Chests here.
Good call. Those are the things that I definitely need to improve about paying attention to.
That's one thing in Cav's Boot, and just kind of keep an eye on, did you get your map? Because if you go through all of Escape and don't get your map, make sure you do a map check soon.
Yep. Crystal blue.
Pendant Hera, okay. But yeah, if you don't see your map in all those checks, it means the map's in Sank Chest, and you should skip it for a little bit of time save. So you basically check to see if you get it. Once you just keep checking to see if you get the map, and then if you get the map, you know you need to do Sank Chest. Oh, nice money. Okay. Are you not gonna check Lumberjack?
No, I think I'm gonna skip it for now.
Okay, I will know. Don't worry about it now. But in Kaz Boots, and Orphan, I delay checking Aga because I don't have boots. In Kaz Boots, always check Lumberjack.
Okay. I was thinking when we went up the mountain, it'd be good to check.
You can do it then, but yeah, you should. It actually routes in really nicely. That is always right at the get-go. In Kaz Boots, Boots, even if you see a good player not check Lumberjack, it's usually seen as like, yeah, you pretty much just shouldn't do it. You should like always just check Lumberjack.
Okay.
Like, in the Kaz Boots specifically. In non-boot starting modes like Orphan, that's different because without boots, I can't. Lumberjack can't be in logic.
Yeah.
And it's slow. But when you already have boots and you have one sword, there's a good chance Aga or Lumberjack's gonna be in logic a lot sooner.
Oh.
I should also teach you how to get bombs in Kaz Boots and after this.
Okay.
So this is fine, but there's another way to get bombs that people normally do in Kaz Boots.
Oh, okay.
That's faster, but I'll teach you that later. But for right now, this is fine.
Not what I meant to do there. I feel like normally I would have just hoped on these chests, but
yeah, the thing I'll teach you later, after this race really quick, it always gives you 2 guaranteed bombs, enough to do Blind's Hut and Cackwell. And then that way you can either just get bombs in those places for later use, or just buy bombs and you're all done. Probably usually is what you do. And then you never have to go to the bomb shop. It's something that you need boots for. So in boot starting modes like Kaz Boots, there's a way to get bombs in the way Kakariko. That's really fast. So it's, yeah, basically there's a bonk rock you can bonk in the screen north of where you're at right now. That gives you 1 bomb. And you just do it twice to get 2 bombs. But I'll show you how to do it later. If you ever watch people play Kaz Boots and they get the cack with no boot bombs, they always do it.
Alright, that's good money.
Nice, yeah. Zoro won't be hard to check.
Goodness.
That's nice. Alright guys, we got a whole bunch of progression and escape, which now means we won't get anything else useful for like 20 minutes. Okay, we got minutes. Still no Pearl though. This thing I always just like about seeds like this, where you get so much up front, is it means you're gonna end up having at some point in the seed where you're gonna go like 20-30 minutes without finding anything.
Yeah.
Or anything you want. Because it'll be like, oh yeah, you have all the stuff. Now your Dark Dag says you have like 2/3 of the game available. Good luck finding your progression. It's almost kind of, that's why it can be nice when the game kind of dribbles your progression, because then it gives you a better idea of where to go.
Yeah, it gives you some idea of what it wants from you.
Exactly. Whereas here, it's just like, well, you just kind of do the fast stuff. And this is you have to do like your crystal dungeons and yeah. So yeah.
Money.
You should be fine. You avoid the merchant. You can do Zora. You don't need to worry too much about money. You got plenty of money right now. The rest of the money you'll just pick up as you go. All worth grabbing. See, you save time here by not doing the uncle magic pots. You find half magic.
Exactly. It was just here, like, was it our seed that we did?
Yeah, the practice seed we did also had half magic in the exact same spots.
Thanks, game.
Okay, I'm suspicious that you flash.
Yes, I'm actually playing the seed from the other day instead.
And where are you gonna go next?
Dam and Agina, I think.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and clean that up. Go ahead and do. I would say I personally wouldn't do Agina's here.
Okay.
Or I would maybe delay. You could even maybe delay Dam and go do Moldum Cave to Ice Ride Cave. If it was me playing, the convention is here. You would do Dam, Moldum Cave, Ice Ride Cave, and then Water Rock, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Go clean up those checks. The other way that you also see people do is what I'm going to do right now, where you do the same thing. You just delay Dam, and then after you do Moldum Cave, Ice Ride Cave, and those Water Walk checks, if you don't have a good enough progression, move on the seed, then you go back and clean up Dam, and then go over to Agina's.
Okay.
That way you can try to not do Dam and try to delay it with Swamp, and just try not to do Agina's because you don't really want to go all the way over there. But it's a way to like not leave Agina's behind.
Okay.
And maybe be able to just do lots of money. Dam later when you just are gonna have to do it with Swamp anyway.
Right.
Usually you have to clean it up. So it's a play you'll see a lot of, I'll say, like top players do. Just because it's a way to like not leave Agina's behind and potentially only do Dam once with Swamp. But you can get punished if like something great is in Dam and nothing good is in Agina's. But that's that's rando. So
Yeah.
both options are good. Whether you want to do Dam with Moldum Cave, Ice Red Cave, or do Dam Agina's after. Both a good plays. It's kind of like you're making a play when you do that.
Yeah.
So something to think about. Yeah, and go then Water Rock after this.
Goodness.
Ooh, nice. Because what is a bit annoying now is that, yeah, you got it. Is you can do Zora, you can do Waterfall Fairy, but you can't do. If there's anything on Zora's ledge, you have to come back for it.
Yeah.
But in Kaz Boots, if you have Zora money here, you pretty much should always do this. It's just too fast and too many items that you'll probably have to do anyway later on, that you might as well just do it.
Right.
Because if anything good is here, your opponent's most likely going to do it and you'll be missing it. And then like Agassi, sometimes you'll spike something out of logic and avoid Aga, so you should pretty much always do it. I feel like most of the time if you choose to skip these checks in the older game because you feel like you have other options and get away with avoiding it, you'll get punished more often than not. Or you'll end up doing it later anyway, and so you didn't really save any time.
Money.
Okay. Awesome. We're happy to see that because now you don't have to come back for Zero Ledge. It's not isolated. And our opponent couldn't like delay it later and get rewarded by having flippers or something to grab that item. So that feels nice.
Alright, where next? Dam and Agina.
I would either do Damagina's or I would go do Keen's Tomb into Lumberjack check and to go in a mountain and just do an
I
Old
like
Man.
that.
The reason I wouldn't go past Old Man is because one's not in logic, you don't have a lamp or a flute, and it'd be better wait to do mountain because let's say you can get a Moon Pearl, then you can do Dark Mountain with the Light East Mountain. So you want to maybe delay it. So just doing Keen's Tomb with Lumberjack checks, we didn't do it. Again, we should have done it already, but we didn't.
Right.
Though something I hadn't thought about is you have
Look.
because you have Book and Deserts of Crystal. If you could get a fire source before going to Gina's desert area, that'd be a lot nicer. So you can guarantee beat the dungeon. That's kind of awkward though.
Yeah. Dang it. What do I get for changing my man midway through?
So again, I check Lumberjack here and then do Old Man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any more of Mountain yet.
That's a sword.
Yeah, I will no golden sword today.
That's fine.
Yeah, you got tempered already, so at least it's not like go on fire sword and wondering if we'll need that sword. for Ganon. So after Old Man, you have 3 options. 1, you can do Damaginas and then do Friend of Desert. You can't necessarily beat the boss in Desert, but it's a crystal, so you want to beat it eventually. But most likely you're gonna get Flute and Mirror later on, and you can probably clean up the boss later, pretty quickly, and so that may not be a big deal to go there without the fire source. Your fire source might even be in those checks on the way to Desert or in Desert.
Right.
So that's not a bad play right there. Another one is you could head over to Saha. Just do Saha, don't do Eastern. And then the third one is just go ahead and do Mountain without a fire source. I would probably maybe lean the Damaginas into Front of Desert play.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because then that's all cleaned up. You can make better decisions on Mountain and Saha and Eastern. And since we can probably clean up the Desert boss, if you don't have a fire source by the time we're there, with Mirror Flute later, it's not too bad to leave it behind. There's one nice thing about Cast Boots in Desert is, at least you're not gonna get knocked out by not having boots.
That's true.
That's always a nice feeling. So you can always, if you can get into Desert and Cast Boots, you can at least do all of the front and get at least one item guaranteed and get your big key. So later on, if you can Mirror Flute.
Now, do you route Agina before or after Desert here?
Here, I would do it first.
Okay.
Because let's say you can get a fire source out of Agina's.
Good call.
Then, and let's say the second item in Desert is on Landmo, and it's important like your Moon Pearl, you'll be upset that you didn't do Agina's for that fire source first, and you have to double dip Desert. You'll feel really bad. So just to be safe about that potential scenario, you should do this first.
Good call.
The only time I would ever delay Agina's after Desert here is if you already have everything you need to full clear Desert, including the boss.
Okay.
Which since we don't have a fire source, that's not the case. So you should do this first.
Yay, health. Oh, that's a flute.
Okay, so that means that's already rolled. That puts Mountain in logic too, and we're probably gonna get a mirror later, most likely. So yeah, cleaning it back of Desert will not hurt. So it feels a little annoying that we went ahead and went up Mountain, but that's barely slower. So
yeah, we got Lumberjack out of it to fixing my decision.
Yeah, so yeah, not a big impact on the seed. You have 9 bombs, so you're good. Yeah, flute's super nice.
Okay, go left.
Torch your big chest. You should get a small key here, and then
nope.
It's one item. This will be your small key. And then I imagine it's faster to go ahead and do right side here, and then come back to left side for the flute. I admit I'm not 100% sure because it's not a common scenario enough to I have to think about. Like, I think because of screen transitions and stuff, this is probably the faster way. Otherwise, it's probably so even. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that
thinking
it's
a little too deep.
Like a win or lose scenario type thing.
It's one of the things I'd have to like get out my practice hack and just time it. But at the same time,
oh man.
Yeah. We had to go ahead and check those, because if there was a Moon Pearl here, it would have felt bad to leave it behind.
Oh, yeah.
Even though we know the left side could be in the boss. So yeah, go grab the flute, and then immediately just go save and quit and activate it. Also, going up to the top was faster.
Was it? Okay.
When you want to go from right to left side or left to right side, yeah, it's always better to go through the top. But and I can see it in your head. It often feels like going through the slow part is faster, but no, it's actually not. Mostly because you need to deal with these rorums. It's actually more screen transitions. Yeah, it's just, yeah. But now you know. So once you have that flute, you probably just go do mountain checks.
That's fair.
So, because you can do Spiral, Paradox, check Floating Island, and do all of Hera. And potentially check Spec Rock Cave too if you want to do that.
Do we go to Mountain or activate Flute first?
Go activate Food first. I would just get that done.
Okay.
You should just do that. Yeah, just get that done so you don't have to think about it.
That's what I figured, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because it'll never get any faster to do it later. So you might as well just do it now while it's on the brain. But yeah, fair to ask that. Yeah. So you have a bit of option here. So, a play you can always make is, when do you check Spec Rock? When you have the hook shot and not the mirror for Mountain. So you could just go straight east to Paradox and head the mountain that way. Or you could first go all the way up Mountain, check Spec Rock, and then jump off and head east. It's a bit annoying. My recommendation is, in this scenario, you should probably just go ahead and check Spec Rock, because after you're gonna go do Paradox, and then you're gonna go over to do Hera. Then you're probably gonna jump down. You're gonna go back to the east side and jump down and do Spiral Cave. And because you're going that route, you can't really. If you want to do Spiral Cave, you can't check Spec Rock after Hera because you have to fall off.
Right.
So to be more careful, this is what you should do. If you wanted to make a play, you could just not check this for a long time and hope you get like Mirror later and check it later. That's a place that people will go for, but it's only a minor time save. It's more likely to destroy you, especially when you don't have a Moon Pearl yet. Okay, yeah, so you could have gotten away with not checking this here, gotten a little bit of time save.
Yeah, gotta remember we have access to the tablet too.
Good call. I actually forgot about that. I'm glad you brought that up. I was just testing you.
Alright, gotta go the far way. Oh no.
You can go below it. There, you have room.
Could I have? I tried.
You did.
Oh.
I thought you would have. Looked to me like you did. But I didn't see your attempt, so I was looking away.
No worries.
Yeah, sometimes dead rocks are tricky, so I definitely might be wrong. Like sometimes they're deceiving on when you can get through or not. And also the dead rocks are just annoying. We don't have a medallion or pearl for Mario yet, but there you have that. Okay, Pearl's gonna be showing up pretty soon.
I hope so.
You could just use your sword beams there to hit the switch.
Good call. I'm so used to not having sword beams for this room. There's Moon Pearl.
There you go. Now you can.
Oh God.
Okay, and then you'll bomb jump across. Okay, so this is. Yeah, this is one of the seeds we.
Dark Mountain now too.
Yeah, so you'll do Hera and Ether Tablet, and then after that, you have. I'll let you get this check. Okay, that's junk. So yeah, go do Ether Tablet first, and then Hera.
Do we go into Hera with it being a pendant? Or yeah.
I would at least check the first two chests at this point. It's a play you really want to do. Now, I think you have so many items and so much available to you now. You probably don't want to waste the time on this, and you probably don't do it. I would check the front two chests.
Okay.
But I wouldn't. I think with how much you have. Yeah, maybe later you get to come back and do this, but you can always, if you have a mirror later, you can pretty easily combine it with like Spike Cave or something and make it worth your time. At a point in the seed where you might know, oh hey, this wasn't a jet seed, I gotta go now do awful checks, and you'll know that later. So yeah, I think you delay. I think you're right. I think we should delay Hera here. And no matter, even if this isn't an item, we don't. You got one item. You have to do basement. You definitely aren't doing this. But we have to do basement. We don't. Well, you have hookshot. You could go out of logic.
Yeah.
But yeah. You need Ether Tablet. So here's your option. The safe option here is just, I would say, let's go ahead and do Spiral Cave.
Okay.
The only thing that this leaves us behind is if you were to get a medallion here in a moment, you could potentially open up TR. But because the way you're going now, basically you have an awkward choice here. There's a tiny chance you could get a medallion open up TR right now. And that something could be in TR. Most likely you won't get the medallion needed for TR, and you probably won't have anything important in the first check of TR. But you could. I'll go and just tell you what I would do and have you do that. Go ahead and just head straight south and open up that portal to the south. And when it's not going to open up TR, the reason I say to do this is faster. Because you can just use the hook shot, you know, to clip up to bunny, connect the bunny. Oh yeah.
Well, what's green? Red mire. Red ice. And then thieves.
That's yeah. If you got it. This is just basically awkward here. Is if you happen to get the TR medallion, now you can't go in. Oh, and if you get the mirror, that will also work out. But since we don't have the mirror, it's an awkward thing. But this is the faster way to route Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny together, which is why we're doing it this way, because it's faster. It just has that small risk of now you can't get into TR. Whereas if you went back up Paradox and then opened up the TR portal, if you get the TR, you can now open it. But that's just a slower way to do these checks. So I would do this here because I'm probably not going to get TR access. I'll go for the fast strat. Because most of the time that's going to be the faster thing to do. But just want to let you know what kind of decision we just made and what the negatives and positives of it are.
Appreciated. Yeah, I mean, I would hesitate to try to go into Turtle Rock no matter what, but
you'd really be doing like the first chest. Most of the time TR doesn't even have anything like that. But you know, it's just an awkward. Something we honestly would prefer to avoid anyway. And then once you finish Hookshot Cave, you can just save and quit once you get mirror.
Do we want medallion info?
Go do that. I forgot about that. You're right. We probably do want that. We have no medallions yet, so we should. Actually, it's probably about equal whether you do whichever one first. It's probably about equal.
All right,
Bombos. Good call on that one. I forgot.
Go from here.
I personally would lean towards doing Saha at Eastern because it's a crystal you can full clear.
Okay.
And are you okay with dark rooms in Eastern?
Yes.
With the current loadout? Okay, I want to make sure. I figured you were with the current loadout you have, but I wanted to make sure. If you're comfortable with that, I would go do that. It would feel nicer.
Eastern first?
Eastern first and then Saha, you're right. That's the faster way to do it, yes. It feels a little bit annoying because like, well, if I get the mirror, I could combo pod with Eastern, but like maybe the mirror is here in Eastern or some other key progression like the fire rod. That would be awesome if you just had it sooner, you know? Like you have to do this. Even though it'd be faster to like ideally have mirror and do pod and Eastern together. That's probably not gonna happen. And this way, if there's anything good in here, you just have it as you go into Dark World.
Right.
So it makes sense to just do this now. Crystal Dungeon, you can beat it. You can knock out Sahara really fast. And then you just have whatever's there. And if any of it's useful, then great. You can do Dark World stuff more efficiently.
One item.
You ever go for the 50-50 in Eastern Palace big key chest?
Every time I've ever done it has been a poor decision.
It often feels that way.
But I mean,
we'll see if you even get the opportunity here, because you only got one item, ain't no big key yet. Basically the rule of thumb with that, one, if you just think you're way faster than your opponent, then don't skip it, because you can just rely on your speed.
Yeah.
But if you're in a competitive race or a race you think you might be a little bit slower than your opponent, basically if it's the early game and you don't have Dark World access, and you're sort of missing a lot, don't skip it. Okay. If you already have a lot of stuff, like a lot of your key items, okay, well you have to go get the big key, so that makes it easy. If you have a lot of your stuff and you have a lot of checks, a lot of your key items, and you have a lot of checks available to you still in the game, then that's when I would like skip the big chest here in the 50-50 scenario. Because like if you have a whole bunch of checks available, you don't need that many things. It makes sense to go skip those really slow checks,
Right.
And make those, because at that point it's only a tiny risk for what is pretty massive time save. So in this situation, if you had the 50-50, I might have leaned skipping it if I was the one playing it and it was like a very difficult matchup for me, like one where it's pretty even.
Yeah, I mean, I assume most of these matchups are pretty even based on what I've seen, but at the same time, I haven't had a chance to actually watch my opponent at all.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah. Mostly getting info for the future, so you kind of know when you might want to go for the 50-50 or not.
Yeah.
What I would say is sometimes you are going to want to go for it, but basically if you're still missing a lot of items and you also don't have Dark World access, definitely don't skip it. Basically, as a rule, don't skip in the early game because you might skip your Moon Pearl or something really important. It's better to skip, like, you know, in the later half of the seed. Is basically the rule of thumb I would give. Nice. In the later half of the seed, you'll have way more checks available. You'll need less things. So then there's like a lower chance of like skipping like the item you need that holds the whole seed back.
Right.
Whereas if you skip something in the early game, there's a much higher risk because you never know what might be there and when it logically comes into play and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. All right.
Nice. You can do Saha, and then after that you have two choices. One, you can go ahead and flip to Mire area and see what the Mire medallion is and do Mire Shed. Or you can just go straight to Vu and start doing Dark World stuff at Vu.
Okay.
You can also go for the Hype Cave play. I pretty much always recommend just go for the Vu play first. It's usually going to pay off a little bit better, especially when you already have so much stuff. I kind of lean... The safer play is go check Mire Shed and see what's there.
Yeah, I like information.
Nice. It has to have the info. The only thing is it feels kind of bad because you can't go into Mire yet and you don't have a mirror for Checkerbird or to go beat back of Desert yet. So you can basically save a flute if you delay it and get mirror before you go over the... It's only a slight time save for, you know, not having the item. So the safer play is go do Mire area right now. I'd say competitively, like more competitive choice that will probably save you more time in the long run is to delay this and go straight to Vu. And hope when you come in later, you have the medallion to beat Mire or like the mirror to also do Checkerboard Cave and Desert. So, but probably just come here and get the info, yeah, and get the items. This is a safer call. Probably the smart thing to do.
Oh, that's Vamos.
We have TR available.
Oh boy.
But that's unlikely to be anything, so. And since Skullwoods is a pendant, if you are being the safer side, you could, so you basically, you have two choices here. You can just go straight to like Fun of Thieves and Vu and then the Hype Cave and stuff. Or you could do just the very front of Pendant Skullwoods. But you can also always flute back and check front of Skullwoods later. So it's up to you whether you want to check front of Skullwoods or go straight south.
Yeah, I like checking Skullwoods, just the front.
Yeah, because the pendant, you're never gonna like want to beat it. So there's a good chance you could check in the front at some point anyway. It's just if the seed's like super jet and everything just in front of Thieves and in Vu and Hype Cave, etc. Then yeah, you'd have it. You'd get away with skipping Skullwoods and you'd feel bad that you checked it. But that's probably not the seed you're gonna get. You know, most of the time you don't get that super crazy jet seed, so
yeah,
you're probably end up checking Skullwoods anyway. So doing it now is not a bad idea.
One
oh yeah,
item.
you already have one item. Whew.
Come on.
So since you already found one item, the safer thing here, again, so you don't miss anything, is to go ahead and do the front of Skull Woods, like check the front. But there's a pretty solid chance that the second item in Skull Woods is going to be behind Fire Rod.
Okay.
Because basically at least 2 of these checks have to be small keys. And there's a reasonable chance that Bridge Chest or Mothula are going to have your second item. So you could save a lot of time here by maybe not checking these when they have a very low chance of even giving you your second item.
Yeah.
So you may just spend a minute in here for nothing. In fact, that's most likely what's going to happen. So if I was playing this, I would probably skip this now.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead and do it. I mean,
I was gonna say with being in it,
stuff.
Yeah.
But I would skip this here because I'd be like, second item probably behind Mothula or Bridge Chest, most likely. Not guaranteed.
Oop.
Yeah, you want to check that. You also can just walk out here. You have enough keys, but now you've already waited long enough. You can wait for the hand either way.
Yep.
But since you already had extra keys, so you could just walk out the door. Nice. See?
I told you I was practicing.
Nice job. You made it look. Oh, you got the second item. Okay. It was
Okay.
junk, but you did get it. Okay.
It's one less place to worry about later.
Yeah. Now you know. Only reason to come back for Skull Woods would be for the green pendant, which hopefully with the seat doesn't do that to us.
Yeah, please don't do that.
And I would head straight south. I wouldn't take Bumper Ledge here. That's really out of your way. You don't even have a cape yet.
Yeah.
You'd rather try to do that with like a Graveyard Ledge later if you're desperate for looking for progression. Yeah, just don't do that right now. And in Thief's Town, I would do the front. I would not do the back. I would just... And your death rope is going to be a little slow. So you can either do a slow death rope or just run back out.
Okay.
Either one.
Yeah, red mail. Ew.
Yeah, you're probably going to run back out.
No 50-50 bomb. Good game. Thank you.
Also, I would have recommended doing Brewery after Thief's Town. It's just a little bit more on your way. Do it afterwards. And there's nothing that would be in Brewery that would affect how you do Thief's Town since you're only doing the front. Even if you do in the back, it wouldn't help with anything because you already have hammer and a sword.
Ooh.
Okay, Sick Kid's open. Oh, we already had a bottle from
Oh, yes, we did.
Hera. So.
Bottles and all our pendants.
I forgot we should have checked Sick Kid before we flew to 3. That's not what we're about right now.
Yeah.
But next time you save and quit, we'll flew to 3 and check Sick Kid. So. Just one check. Can't be anything important. No way.
Surely not.
Yeah, surely not.
I didn't roll this. It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Going for the hammer dash.
Yeah.
Gora, nice. Spike Cave is in Logic now. That's cool. So you got 2 items in the Front of Thieves. Yeah, you have so much available, you don't go back. You delay that. You could have taken the stairs there.
Oh. I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever walked out of here.
Yeah, you did it mostly right. There was a set of stairs you could use so that you don't have to go up. You don't have to go up a screen. You didn't have to go up a whole screen and then back down. You could have just gone left the screen. It is a bit awkward, but you almost had it.
Gross.
Okay.
Have to do dig game before Breadsmith.
I would do hammer pegs here. Ideally, we're just not going to do purple chests in the seed, or we'll do it later when we have terrible options. So yeah, the optimal way to route here, if you're willing to again use some more time with more checks, is after hammer pegs, go do dig game.
Come on.
And then yes, go ahead and grab Smith, and then basically after you're done with Hype Cave, which you can take at the Pyramid Ledge or something, but basically once you're done with Dark World checks, you can just save and quit.
There we go.
And go clean up Sick Kid and Smith together, and then probably do something like go to Pod.
Okay, I got a little. Oh,
Oh, okay. Just do
Sickid?
Smith. Go do dig game. Yeah, you can do Sickid now. Now you have mirror. You still want to do dig game next.
okay.
So yeah, if you want to go and do Sickid, and then go do dig game. That's a nice mirror.
Good location. And I promise I was listening during the hammers, but my memory already forgot what we've
No.
said.
When I talk, I know that you're playing. So if you don't hear any of it, never feel bad. At any point, if you need to focus on the game, just ignore me and do not feel bad. I expect you to do that, but I just figure I'll talk, and if you're able to listen, cool, and if not, understood.
Well, and I watch these back religiously, so if I didn't hear it now, I will have heard it in the future.
Well, in that case, I apologize. I mean, I may have said some harsh things, so
What?
you know.
When?
I'm just joking. Flippers though. So you have swamp now too.
And I.
So you'll do. And I said, what do we need? We still need both rods and ether. So we need both rods and ether for go mode. That's gonna be fun. That's that cool.
We don't have powder.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you get it later, you can always flute over pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth emptying my magic. And I don't really have a good way to do that anyway.
So your puma crystals are Myron ice. Okay.
Hello, lamp.
Awesome. Pod will be less annoying now. So yeah, now you'll do. Yeah, you'll do K45, then Stumpy, Purple Chest, Bombo Sablet. It would be a smart idea to do Hype Cave before Swamp. Routing wise in the overworld, it's less efficient because you're going back a screen basically doing it that way. But it might make it easier to know whether we want to do left side swamp or not.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of in an awkward spot because we're probably not going to want to do left side swamp anyway. But it'll feel nicer to be able to do that if you could go to Hype Cave and you can maybe get like your Fire Rod or your Ether or something, like one of your key items. Because then you'd be like, oh, well, I only need 2 more things for go mode, and I have pod, and I have
Wait, I can leave this
ice and
behind,
swamp.
can't I?
Things. Yes. The point of doing K45 for first Stumpy is that you can just dash after K45. Yes. Yeah. That was
Trying to think of mirror
Oh, you're right.
shenanigans or tablet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bombo Sablet.
Hello?
Yeah, if you just stand in the mirror portal, it takes a few more seconds for them to actually let you go through it. It's faster to walk out of the portal and then back in. You'll get picked up a few seconds sooner.
Wild.
Something to know. That's how it's basically that way. So like when you finish a dungeon and then you mirror and flute. It's so while you're waiting for the flute, you don't get caught in the mirror portal. That's like how the game devs designed it. So basically, you want to walk off the mirror portal and back on. Save more time.
Hype cave here, you said?
Yeah, just to see what you get, so that way we can have better info whether we do left side swamp or not. I kind of want to not do it all right now, but then it's just like we have ice. A couple things with that mirror available now. Pod.
You can finish desert.
Yeah, which should be another item. Do the checkerboard as well. Now we have like a couple other checks open. But if you can get like Fire Rod or something here, it would make we know more how we want to route.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, don't do this. Why are you crap cave?
That was a very disappointing Hype Cave.
Always disappointing.
Well, then you have to do Swamp. Because we don't ever want to have to come back here. So, on your first dip in, do not do left side swamp.
Okay.
Even if we decide to do it, we want to do the whole dungeon besides left side first.
I have red cane. Good.
Nice.
I don't have to fight with the pixel then.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I am so happy when I get to do swamp with Samaria.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I can do the bomb strats, but I'm always just like, it's gonna be more work. I might mess up a few times. Samaria, I'm like, thank you. It's just so much easier. It's nice.
Yeah, honestly, I think if I try to do the bomb strats, it's probably just faster to do it the intended way.
That's fair.
But at least Samaria, there's a chance that I've done it fast enough.
The reason we're not going to do left side swamp on the first tip is one, ideally we don't want to do it at all. So we're hoping we get some good progression just as we go through swamp, and we can make the choice later on. We got plenty of progression. Oh, now you have the big key. So the reason you tend to delay it is so that if big key is in the back of swamp, you can check big chests along with left side swamp. But now you just got the big key. So now it's like if you're going to do left side swamp, you almost want to do it now. Go ahead and just check big. Go ahead and do compass chest next to win that bottom room, that south room.
First try.
Nice. And then do
practice that too.
I'm glad. That's the one thing that I hope anyone I mentor knows, or I'd feel like
it is so much easier to do it the way you taught me. Like, there's no guesswork involved, which is great.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad the trick ended up being as easy as it is, because I didn't find that actual setup. I just found out the trick to be able to get how you clip through the rail with the bomb and hook shot. Other people grabbed within like 4 hours of me finding that. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip left side swamp right now.
Skip it?
You've already gotten,
okay.
Yeah. Because you haven't found map and compass yet. For all you know, left side is just map and compass.
I mean, every time I choose to go left, like early, it's map and compass, so...
Yeah, and it might only have one of those, which means it's only one item left side swamp. Left side swamp is such a time investment to where, like, yeah, let's just see how many items need to be on left side, and we'll make a decision after we beat Argus.
Ow.
Okay, at least one unique item on left side. Hopefully we don't see compass. Of course we did.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, that's
probably.
Yeah, the safer choice is to come back in. This is a situation to where you could probably get away with the aggressive call of skipping it, but it's pretty risky when you need 3 items, and Ice Rod and Ether can be like anywhere. So yeah, you should come back in. That's the responsible thing. It'll feel bad if it doesn't have progression, but it is a pretty big risk leaving 2 items aside with you needing 3 things, and if Pod and Ice don't deliver, and the 2 checks will do over in my area,
it's
then,
so slow to get back to.
Yeah, then basically you're gonna lose if you opponent check this, so it's gonna feel really bad. Yeah, you won't want to come back. And if I were you, I would just mirror out and leave. I would not bother checking Puma and let your catfish right. No, do left side swamp, my bad. Do left side swamp, then just mirror out and leave.
Okay.
It's not worth our time right now to go check Puma Ledge or catfish or anything like that. We have way better options because you can do ice, you can do pod, and you can do Checkerboard Cave and Back of Desert, which has another item as well.
Right. So which one do we want to do first?
I would go ahead and do pod next.
Okay.
Because you need to go do that dungeon. You can't. Just at no point are you gonna want to like combo it with anything. I would say do Desert Checkerboard Cave next, but you might be able to get like your Ether Medallion out of pod, and then do Mire while you're there, and not have to float over there twice. Oh, go grab the small key. Go grab the small key in that room.
Okay.
You want that key. It's gonna be way faster if you have this key. So now do what you were doing again. So now that you have that key, you can just go straight through the locked door. You don't even have to grab that key pot on the side. You can just skip it.
I didn't even think about how amazing that is.
Yes. Now that's pretty much. So this is why ever since Specky Clip came out and it was legalized, the way to route swamp generally nowadays, if you're not sure about left side, is you always delay it as a second trip, because generally you swamp bigs in the back, so that way you can come in and clean up big chest with it. Hit the switch.
Oh, right.
And when you come back in, you can now use that key you skipped to just immediately do left side and skip doing diver down it makes it so like it's not a big time loss to do left side, so let's still swap as a second dip.
Yeah.
So this is basically how you should always route swamp and open or cast boots, unless you just know going in you want to do left side swamp right off the bat. Otherwise, basically always do it this way, where you just do left side as a second trip if you think you should go in and steal that key. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about left side diver down.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done I don't actually know what it's called to do it halfway, like with the bomb and then diver down, but...
Yeah, I think you couldn't have done it in the situation either anyway, since we would have had to do it. In order to dive down left side, you would have had to do it on your first dip. So we would have had a key to do that. And then get Mira. It was junk, feels bad, but we did the responsible thing, so just know you shouldn't feel bad about, like, you didn't play bad. So, I mean, mirror. You want a mirror?
Mirror? Oh, and flute to pod?
Yeah, I would do pod. Because you pretty much are guaranteed to full clear it. And the only thing you could combine with it would be a green pendant. Would be a green pendant turn in. But if we're doing green pendant, one, we have to have a fire rod. And two, that means seeds just not very cool.
Yeah.
And if you're doing pendant Skull Woods with the green pendant before you go into pod,
we've got fire rod at that point.
I've led you the wrong way in this seed. Yeah, I've given you bad advice. Get a new mentor.
Never. I don't believe that in the slightest. That's just rando be rando.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just full clear all of pod here. 5 unique items. Still need 3 things. There's a very good chance we get one of them here. Because I mean, we can't even get into Mario yet. Yeah. We'll just see what this gives us. If this doesn't give us any meaningful progression, like doesn't give us Fire Rod, actually, no matter what it gives us, the only Ether is the only thing that we could get right now that would affect what we do next.
Okay, to go do Mire plus Desert.
Yeah, because currently after this, if you don't get any progression here, or you only get Ice Rod or Fire Rod, you should go do Ice next. And the reason that is you can go ahead and full clear it. You have pretty good equipment. You already have the Solaria, so you can do Icebreaker. You're never going to combo with anything. We want to try and delay Desert in Checkerboard Cave to try to see if we can have an Ether when we go there first. Because it would be nice to be able to just, save a flute trip over there. It's just a small time save, but it's time save that adds up. Oh, you threw the bomb.
I listened.
I'm glad to see it. See, it's faster, right? Feels good?
Yeah. I did that last night and I was like, oh, this is so much better.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
With my seed from hell at 1:30 in the morning that I decided to play.
1:30 in the morning, that's the first problem right there.
Wow.
I've done the same. I've done the same thing, so
sleep schedule is not a thing in my life at the moment.
When I was unemployed for a while, that was me. My schedule went way off the charts.
First thing I had today was a meeting a phone call with a recruiter at 2. So I was like, as long as I'm up by 2, I'm good.
See, there you go. Yeah, still had a productive day.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think that's gonna go anywhere, but
that's how most of that goes. Yeah, but eventually,
oh wait, I don't
will go well. Yeah, you've gotten first small key, so you already. So it's gonna be small key. It could be something unique. But yeah, go ahead and just hammer here. There's a medallion we don't care about. That's one item.
Game.
Do you know the Samaria trick here? You need to hit the switch.
No.
Oh, okay.
I know how it works, but
That's it. Yeah, just do it. Whatever you know here that works.
Yeah. Hang on. Set the room.
Yeah, good idea.
Come on.
Another thing I will say, if you're not comfortable with this, it's barely any slower to just mirror out from that ledge chest and just walk back.
I'm just gonna do that. It's
So
not
if
that I'm
you're-
uncomfortable with it. I just can't get the input right now.
Yeah, so there's like 3 tricks you could have all done right there. One with like the bonk you were going for. There's a couple of other things we could have done. If you're having trouble yet, mirroring is almost as fast as, but best to just mirror immediately from ledge chest if you think you're gonna have a rough time with it.
I don't know. I don't know the last time I ever had that many issues with that.
That happens. I've definitely messed it up recently myself, multiple occasions. So it happens. Okay.
Bad turtle.
5 small keys, 1 unique item. You don't need money. We have all the keys now,
right.
all 6.
Away. Goodness, game. Do you want to give me items, please?
So we need the big key, and we have the big key and 4 items left.
Oh.
Okay, now we could consider. I feel like we still do ice next.
Okay. That
The
was a good
reason
find.
is when you go into Mire, you want to know if you need to be looking for both items in Mire.
Yeah.
If we get lucky and we just get Go Mode and Ice, which won't happen, but like between Checkerbird, the second check that Landmo item we're going to get, and next item and a couple items in Pod, maybe we get both rods. Then you can kind of like Go Mode Mire, or maybe just do 1 check and skip the second one. So my point is, by delaying Mire, you might get that scenario. We probably won't. The game won't be that nice. But in case we do, we might as well go to Ice Palace first. Because it's much faster to check all those items than it is to have to check all the items in Mire looking for Go Mode. So we'd rather do Ice first, since not Go Moding it is not that much slower than Go Moding it.
Right.
Mire is significant whether we have to Go Mode it, or half Go Mode it, or full clear it. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
So we should do Ice next after Pod.
Sword beam. Ooh.
I feel like one of these items, one of these rods, is gonna be in a terrible spot, if not both of them.
Yeah.
And the game's gonna give us the fire rod first, because that's just how Rando is.
Uh-huh. Can't be nice.
No, it can't be nice. Just give us the ice rod first and let us go into TR and Go Mode. Well, I guess fire rod could be in TR.
All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's annoying. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16. Oh, just early. There we go.
Okay. Then switch to mirror. So we can flute away.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
3 dungeons down.
Done. That's done. Swamp is out of items. And 2 and thieves. All right, and we're fluting to ice, right?
Yep, flute to ice. Go ahead and plan to full clear and get all 3 items since we have the bombos.
We don't need to hit
yeah.
the switch.
Yeah, since we're gonna full clear it. Yeah. Unless we just somehow magically get fire on ice draw right off the bat.
Yeah,
He wants to be nice.
I was gonna say I've never been that lucky.
No, I suspect both. At this point, I feel like both the rods are gonna be inconvenient. I feel like we're about to have a time at this seed. I'm getting that feeling. The fact that we don't have either rod right now is like at least we should at least have fire rod. Come on.
The game has not been super kind on fire. It
No.
waited on the lamp for quite a while. It waited on bombos. One item.
17 heart containers. That's nice, but like also bad. It means the game keeps giving us health and not progression.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
not that we've like done all that much out of the way either. It just
No, because normally it's like not until you're in GT and like in like a full clearing type seed that you'd have this much health. Weird.
Come on. What am I doing wrong here?
It's the trick is the problem. It's just this trick has been so annoying.
Oh, I've had times where like dashing into the room just makes it impossible for me to do this for some reason. Yeah, like
Nice.
that. I'm sure it's just confirmation bias, but
That's actually not what's causing it. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like the reset that gets me back in, you know, or something, but it seems like whenever I have that issue, I just walk out and back in and it's fine again.
That should not actually have an effect on it. Yeah, that would have any effect on it. All 3 items are ready. Well, that was a very quick. Well, now maybe you should have hit the switch.
Yeah, up or left?
I would do freezer chest next, cause more on your way.
So left?
Left, yeah.
Okay.
Cause then if freezer has it, then you're able to skip iced tea. Iced tea might have it. So if freezer chest doesn't have it, do you know how to bomb jump across?
Not from this side, no.
Oh, well then I should have, never mind, I should have had you do iced tea first. I forgot to ask that.
That's
Please, freezer chest does have the big key.
Oh.
Okay, so go up to like the top left corner. Basically do the spin thing into the top left corner of the pit.
So like here?
Yeah. And then you want to be facing left. Face left? You need to face left and then do it. And then back into it. Like that. And that,
I moved. Nope.
You need to charge your sword first. Go up higher.
There.
Right there.
Nope.
And make sure you charge your sword first. Yep. Got it. Place the bomb. You got it. That'll get you across. There you go.
We go south here.
Yep. Now check Ice T. So I gave you that advice for getting you may not know that bomb jump, so I didn't think about asking you that
I know
first.
going the other direction, but
Well, now you know. See, now it was a learning opportunity.
yeah, and it went well. Like it took me a minute, but
Also, good to see how quickly you win that spin setup. I'm glad it's working well for you because you seem to.
yeah, I picked it up almost immediately. Like once I got the concept, it just started working.
Yeah, right. And that's once you get it down, you're like, oh man, this is so much more consistent than just praying that you get the right pixel by moving back and forth.
Yeah, like the only place I still have trouble with it is the one place you don't, but I need a key here.
Yes, you do.
Just in case. There it is.
Nice, smart.
Aria.
Yeah. You got this. And forget, you always have a blue goo if we just go, and you got potions if you need it.
Good call. I did forget about that.
Okay, no fire. I forgot about that. See it tempered.
There we go.
Nice job. And then switch to mirror as soon as you can.
There we go. All right. Are we going to Mire and Desert?
I would do Checkerbird and back and the desert boss in some order first. See what we get from those two things.
Okay.
And then Mire. That way, if we happen to get a fire rod or ice rod, then you know, maybe not check much of Mire.
Yeah, I should have just done it immediately.
Hard to change the muscle memory.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely changed a lot in the last couple days, but
Hard to change all of it. Yeah, it takes time. Yeah, whichever order you want to do these two checks, it doesn't really matter. Because it's being that you need 2 items, it's pretty much a guarantee you're doing both.
oh, this was actually not the right spot to mirror this time.
I was about to say that, but I'm glad you recognized it. Yeah.
Not worth redoing it though. So it's 2 to lamp.
Yeah, you don't have any rods or silver, so I guess you're just using basically tempered sword in this fight. Oh, Borna also is amazing on this fight. Borna's also good.
Is it? How does that work?
You just have this time, just put Borna out right as the first worm comes out, and just aim your the little spinning part on the landmost. And you can actually like basically one cycle them when you don't even have half magic with Borna. So you have half magic, so you can be really. I would use Borna here. Borna would be your fastest strat.
Okay.
Just Borna, and just aim the little spinning part on the worm, and it's kind of walk as they move, walk with them, and keep the projectile aimed on them. There you go. It feels weird, right? But with practice, you can like basically almost like single cycle it.
Yeah, they did not give me good jumps on the first round, but
yeah, you had a bad jump and a little bit of practice, but yeah, it still went pretty well. Yeah, see, so easy, right?
yeah, that was nice.
And then Checkerbird, and then whenever you go into Mire, you're probably just gonna be doing both, looking for both items at this point, because all of our checks are gonna be terrible after that. But we're still hoping to find Ice Rod first. I know we won't. The game's not nice. But come on, Ice Rod first.
We can hope. It's just gonna be right here. Ice Rod, right here. No.
Nope. That was blue.
Well.
So, yep, go and get both items in Mire and beat it.
Uh-oh.
That happens.
Oh, I know why. Okay. I was like, surely I didn't do that again. I accidentally mirrored the other day trying to activate flute and like did the mirror in the wall. So when I went to go back in, I couldn't get in. It didn't bonk me when I initially did the mirror, but I couldn't get back out.
Aw.
Like all the times.
Did you just save and quit then?
Yeah. There wasn't much option otherwise. Alright. Was not what I thought I was gonna hook shot there.
Yeah, you were just a little too low.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet while I think about routing options.
No worries.
I think I already know what. Okay. Assuming. So basically, if we get Fire Rod in here, the meta would be just go to TR and hope for Ice Rod. That's the meta.
Right.
You do have a lot available. Still, it's not TR. Like a lot of things that we can clean up. Because as you mentioned earlier, I mean.
Yeah, there's.
Until we have any rods, we're not going to TR. Because the odds that both rods are like Fire Rods in TR to go find Ice Rod elsewhere or NTR is pretty unlikely. And it would be silly to make a bet on that, obviously.
Yeah.
So if we don't get any Fire Rod here.
We got a shovel so far.
Yeah, which maybe we may. So as of now, let's say we don't get a Fire Rod in here. Because even if we get our Ice Rod, we don't. It's kind of silly to go to TR with the Fire Rod. It could have the Fire Rod in like first check of TR, but probably not with how much you've left. So assuming no Fire Rod in Mire, I'd probably go do the shovel check right away. I'd flew over there and do it immediately.
Okay.
And then after that, I think the next best play.
Do I just go to Vitreous here?
I would say go ahead and do the entire front that isn't cutscene chest is the convention here. And then that way, and then do Vidi. And it will really be annoying. Well, actually, your big key was...
I can't go that way.
I believe the cutscene chest has to be a small key.
Okay.
I believe that's how the logic is currently written. It used to not be that way. Yeah, you go the right way. Basically, if your big key's in left side Mire, you also have to have a small key on the other chest on the left side in order for that to be able to happen. Because generally, your big key, if it's not on left side Mire, you need all three Mire smalls, but left side and logic, because in theory, you could use the big key to go to the basement and open up a locked door that you literally never see.
Okay, so Vitreous now?
Yes.
Okay, making sure.
So we saw a map in Compass, didn't we? So
yeah.
We've seen everything but the third small key.
Yes.
And the last item. So I'm pretty sure small key is in cutscene chest, and the last item is on Vidi here.
Okay. That is great info.
So I will feel bad if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's how the logic is written. It's how it should be written. They used to have an error with some left side logic where like what the logic was supposed to be and what it was not actually correct, but eventually people complained and they got fixed sometime within the last year. So I believe now what I said is correct.
Okay.
We'll find out if I'm wrong. And then I'll tell you I'm wrong. But I think I'm right.
I don't have cape.
You do have bonus. You can do bonus and slashes, bonus and dashes would work pretty well. Because it's 6. Yeah.
Okay. Aha! Direct skeleton.
I should say I meant on Vidi.
Yeah.
So. Okay. They use born on that when I'm like, can you use born to hit that switch?
Nope. It was all for the skeleton though. Exerting my dominance. Hey, I did it! I didn't get hit by the anti-fairy.
Nice job. Perfect. And the fastest thing is to do 8 arrow shots on second stage Vidi.
Okay.
Then switch to mirror when you're done.
Okay.
Should be your last item.
Uh-oh.
I'm wrong. Great. Well, okay.
We go back in?
Yeah, I thought I might be wrong. I think So this is yeah. Go back in. It
Okay.
sucks, but go back in.
That's fine.
Um.
I look at it this way.
So
It's the same thing as spirit key logic. It doesn't exist and it can and will hurt you.
okay. So here's where I was wrong. I was not confident in this. So if the big key had been in cutscene chest, then I guarantee there would have been a small encompass chest, which was the one that had your big key. But yeah, I believe the way the logic is written, it's why it's written this way is super jank and honestly doesn't make sense. You can have your big key, a big key and a small key encompass chest, the one that had your big key. If there's a small key in that chest, that 100% guarantees your big key is in that cutscene chest on the left side. But if you get the reverse, where the big key is in compass chest, where you got the big key, you need to hit that switch. Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember if there's anything.
I forget. I think.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better safe. Maybe you don't. Yeah, maybe you don't, since you're just gonna leave after the check. But basically, big key and compass doesn't mean there's a small key in cutscene, but a small key and compass means your big key is in cutscene. Hope that makes sense. So that's what it is. I couldn't remember if they. Yeah, that's what it is. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you get a small key in the compass chest, when they had your big key, it guarantees cutscene chest has your big key. And so just keep that in mind.
I feel like I've heard that before. At some point, I'm sure through like commentary of a race somewhere. But
I'm sure someone flips it in commentary, yeah. And then, yeah, after this check is mirror out, and then I would flip over and go to your shovel check.
I'll wait to switch until after. Don't want to accidentally mirror. Ugh.
Okay. Okay, go to shovel.
4 is the fastest for that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then after that, assuming it's not progression, I would flip back to
What the-
4.
Why were they orange?
Game's weird. That's my answer. Game's weird.
Oh, we have Pyramid Fairy in logic now too.
That's what's gonna tell you to do next. Yeah, go do Pyramid Fairy.
No, I don't need that.
Yeah, so now you can check Pyramid Ledge. And then after that, you can probably just go ahead and clean up Catfish too.
We've also got Graveyard Ledge.
You only don't have KP. Yeah, you have Graveyard Ledge, which is kind of awkward. Because you could do it after Catfish. You have nothing else. Yeah.
I feel like I don't know when we come back to that otherwise.
Yeah, it would basically be comboing it with Thieves Town. Yeah, let's see what we get in Pyramid Ledge and Pyramid Fairy. And after that, assuming it's nothing great, we probably go ahead and do Catfish.
Okay.
And then yeah, we might just go ahead and do Graveyard Ledge after that. Like where you just dash out from Catfish over to Graveyard Ledge. Surely.
Oh.
Whenever the game gives me logical access to Pyramid Fairy and that cast boost or something, and then it isn't progression, I feel like the game is like lying to me. I'm like, you're giving me Pyramid Fairy, it should mean something. It should have something.
Yeah. Here,
'Cause I
have a
feel like
bee.
it normally does.
$300.
Come on, Ice Rod, Ice Rod and Fire Rod. Come on.
Just both right here. Or not. Ah.
Oh, we got the better one. Let's go. We got the better one.
All right, now what?
Go and
Catfish?
do Catfish into Graveyard Ledge.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the odds are Fire Rod just sitting in TR is pretty low. If there had been Fire Rod, I may have just told you to go to a TR.
That's fair. Like, I probably would have at that point figured that anyway.
But right now, most of our checks available are not in TR. That are logically available to us without a Fire Rod. So after this Graveyard Ledge, Then after that, I'm gonna start thinking here. I'm just gonna list stuff out. It's not advice. I'm just thinking to myself, but out loud. So you do give a to this, but after that, you have the 2 checks in Thieves Town. Ped's irrelevant because once you have Fire Rod, that you need Fire Rod to beat Green Pendant's Moth. So Green Pendant and Ped are irrelevant. So you could after Graveyard Ledge, you could always just go straight to Thieves and go in there for your Fire Rod. That's pretty slow. We have 1 check in Hera and Spike Cave available.
Yeah.
So basically, you'll have 2 checks in Thieves Town, a check with Spike Cave and in Hera. Do you have anything else?
Hobo.
You're right. After Graveyard Ledge, go do Hobo immediately.
Okay.
Thank you for remembering that one.
So that is mirror, or no, I've already mirrored, so just flute to 8.
Just flute to 8. Because we can very quickly flute back to 3 to do Thieves Town. So this kind of is garbage.
This is one of my big trauma checks, so I'm hoping it's just gonna pay out.
Yeah, this is a check that would have been delayed. It's just pretty bad. And then go and get your flute outs. Okay. And then, yeah, go check Hobo. We should definitely do that next. So it is fast. So if Hobo doesn't pay off, I still think we shouldn't go to TR. I think that's the lowest likely chance of having our progression. I think looking for the second item in Hera into Spike Cave is a better play than Thieves Town.
I think it's the most upside.
Because it's faster. It's faster. It'll be a bit annoying if the second item in Hera is in the big chest and we have to do the basement for the big key. But I mean, doing Thieves Town and potentially for the last item to be on the boss or something is pretty slow. And I think most people here would do Thieves Town last in the scenario. Well, TR last, actually TR last, but before that.
Oh my god, there it is.
Nice job. Nice go. I'm glad you remembered that. Okay.
Let's go mode.
That's actually good for us because imagine if someone did Hobo sooner, had the Fire Rod, and dove TR without Ice Swat from Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah.
So the fact that, and after Pyramid Fairy, most people are probably going to go clean up Catfish and Graveyard Ledge there. Because, yeah. And not just go do Hobo. So nice job remembering that Hobo because I had completely forgotten about that.
It was not memory. It was I looked at the map and it was green.
Oh, see, yeah, I don't have your map. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to give you the credit, Flash. Okay.
I don't deserve the credit.
Yeah. Only thing now that we could get that would be nice. I mean, you have plenty of safeties because you haven't used any of your safeties.
Yeah, and we got a red potion from Pyramid Fairy too.
Oh yeah, you're right. So all you have is so only like silvers. So just any chests. Obviously in TR we have to clear most of the chests for your keys. But in like GT and TR, if there's any chests on your way, check them to see if they have silvers. Not because we want to find the silvers, but if your opponent checks them and those chests and they happen to have silvers, it'll feel really bad that you missed out on free silvers. It's worth it to waste a few seconds checking the chests right on your way for free silvers.
Yeah, I'll probably just lean on you to say check this, don't check this, and like in the next room for which ones are close enough to check.
Okay. Yep.
TR only left or right first?
You have mirror. Yeah, go to right side first. Just do right side immediately, and then when you're done, you'll just mirror out. Do you know the hook shot strat for the torches room?
I do. I'm not super consistent on getting it with the same torch as the thing, but I can do it.
I don't bother with that. Most people, I see a lot of people don't. It's easier to just go for that bottom left one. Just hook shot that one. You can just quick swap to it and then do it from the bottom. That way you can just quick swap to it. You don't have to pause, and it's way more lenient. It's not quite as fast as pausing and hook shotting the one that you light last, the bottom right one, but it's way more consistent. And consistency, we only lose like a few frames, is much better than trying to save a few frames when you mess it up half the time. Yeah. So most people just do the strat I just said, where you just quick swap and Aim for the bottom left one from below. So we had compass and a small key. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm actually fast enough to equip swap for that second lamp.
Fair enough.
There's just something odd for me about like trying to quickly equip swap.
So do you know about the like, if your big key is not in lava chest, you can just steal the poke key and skip big chest.
Yes.
And mimic cave. Okay. Yeah, I would go for that here because you got the big key already, and we won't go mode.
Be nice. They're not gonna be nice. Okay, that was kind of nice.
Nice.
I like to do it with the left one, but
same. I prefer the left one over the right one. Let's see. We didn't do back up thieves town. We never did Spite Cave. We didn't waste time in Hera. So we didn't waste time in Hera. So that feels nice. I think when we got the hobo, it was extremely reasonable because we just had so many good options. Like the crystal dungeons and things that were on path, and Pyramid Fairy Pyramid Ledge is definitely a much stronger play than hobo.
I mean,
like,
to me at the same time with where our Moon Pearl was, I don't think you check that super early most of the time either. Like,
you shouldn't. You until you get the flippers, you don't want to check hobo.
Yeah, because then you skip Waterfall Cave. Which, I mean, not that it was anything, but...
No, what we did is correct. People have gotten a hobo late in the seed. So, like, we hit a pretty good route. Someone could have played, like, more aggressive and done things like skip Mire cutscene chest, skip left side Mire. But I think... left side swamp. But I think, I imagine Mr. Angry Pants and functionFox probably did all those checks.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to Laser Bridge if you don't want to. Only reason to go in there to see if you can get silvers. I would probably just skip it because most likely you will not find your silvers there, and you'll probably waste time.
I'm not good in Laser Room. It is probably my most uncomfortable room in the game. So
that's fair. That room is awkward to get used to. What got me really good at it was having to do it in cross keys, where you often find it 1 minute in with no equip. That's what made me get better at it.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that's the only way to get better at it. I got better at it without doing it. But that's what made me great.
Oh god, they're done.
At it. Dang. Wow.
I can't even feel bad about that. Like, I don't.
That's good.
I got no words for how they managed it. God routed, I guess.
Could be that, because I mean they could have. It's possible they did hobo earlier. I
don't feel like we spent long searching for this though.
Yeah, they could have missed so the two most likely explanations is, I mean, one, Fox could just be a lot faster. I haven't watched him play, but that's possible. But they probably did do a bit less. They probably did less. But even if you get that fire rod earlier, it would take you what you took you still doing Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's mostly a speed difference, and they probably checked a couple less things, but
Probably.
they wouldn't have checked that much less.
Oh, a mushroom.
Cause, yeah.
I don't feel bad about it.
No, you should not feel bad. We hit a pretty good route. You played pretty well. Should not feel bad. We were also, minus not doing Hera, which was reasonable. You know, we were pretty thorough, made sure not to leave things behind, which I think is a good way to approach Mentor Tournament where you're learning.
Yeah.
So.
Book, please. Or wait, no. I'm here. Yeah, I mean, that could, well, I don't think just skipping left side swamp and Mire and Hera is the full time I'm behind, but
I thought probably some speed, because
yeah.
I mean,
I think between those, fair, and it just worked out. Like, if something is in any of those checks they didn't do, then Maybe we win. Who knows? But honestly, I will not be upset about this race.
No, you should not.
Oh, people in chat, if you're there, guess it's too late, but it's not number 1 or number 2. Keep guessing. I don't know if anyone's there, but it's not number 3 either. All red rupees. That noise wasn't supposed to happen. Hi, Topaz. That's supposed to be disabled. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really? Rude. I have 2 keys.
Yeah, yep, you can just go to the climb.
So that was 8, I think.
Yeah, that was 8. Yep.
Oh. Yeah. Well, my arrows didn't fire like normal. Yeah. Come on, you. Rude.
Not bad.
Needed to switch sooner. Lamp here. I think I have enough magic for all of them if I lamp these.
Yeah, you could even fire rod them. You have enough. You have basically 8 fire rod shots worth, or 32 lamp shots of magic.
Oh, okay. Don't need a key. Do I open these?
See if I
not.
look for silvers or not.
I guess it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to see if you can get them or not. They're probably somewhere else in GT, so no check we didn't do, most likely. So.
Thanks, game. 18th art. Come on. All right. Validation? Nope.
Aw.
Silly baby Yodas.
Did you look about like Baby Yoda? I never thought about that. Did
Someone in my chat loves to call them baby Yodas.
Ah, okay.
Or at least I think they were here earlier. That was double. Nope, stay up there. I think there was a double. Oh. Hey, not too bad. Oh, I forgot to say, when I activated the flute, the duck is unstuck, the goose is loose, the gander will meander.
Expecting another quality Ganon fight here, Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Your fourth phase the other day looked really good, so best of luck.
I didn't get a count.
You did like 8. So you think you need like 4 more hits? Yeah, it should be good.
Just in case. Oh, I gotta be like this. Thank you. Thank you. In his tower, of course.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
I'm good.
Oof. I wasn't worried. It's fine.
I was at least I'm not gonna even try on that one. I was at least expecting that was probably gonna happen there. Should have been counting more. There we go. Oh, and I followed up with that. There we go. That's a dead pig.
GG's, Flash.
GG's. This part always scares me. I'm like, why am I just
On the
standing here?
bridge.
12 minutes. Yeah, that's not a ton.
Let me see. You have one more bottle than them. I did the same thing in Hera.
Wonder where Cape
Are
was.
they? Or do they go mode? Okay, they know. Okay, going by their tracker, they never went into Thieves Town at all. They never went into Skull Woods at all. They didn't get the second item in Mire. They did Full Clear Swamp. They did not do the front of desert item. So they went to desert and go mode already.
Oh wow.
So I'm guessing that they ended Pumid Ferry after Ice Palace and Mire. Which is weird to me. The tracker could also be incorrect.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say they managed. It looks like going by the tracker, which again they may just not have put that all the way. It seems like they did check less. I'm also gonna go and say they were probably a decent bit faster, which is probably most of the time difference.
Yeah.
But they did check. They did check less, and they did hit go mode sooner, and they not doing.